Welcome to the KSAl show, guys. We have an amazing show for you guys today. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I can't sell, get dreams. I can't sell, on the move, on the move, on the move, on the move, she on the move, on the move. I can't sell, on the move, on the move, on the move, on the move, she on the move, on the move. I can't sell, on the move, on the move, on the move, on the move, she on the move. Yeah, I can't sell, on the move, on the move, she on the move, on the move, she on the move. Now what you hear, this ain't no test. You rockin' with the best, and sometimes things get a little crazy, but that we won't address. And so sit back and enjoy the show. Go, go, KSAl, go. Get into the groove and watch KSAl move. Yeah, KSAl, on the move, on the move, on the move, on the move, she on the move, on the move. KSAl, on the move, on the move, on the move, on the move, she on the move, on the move. KSAl, on the move, on the move, on the move, on the move, she on the move. Yeah, KSAl.
There I was, 16, divorced, remarried with a baby, another on the way, and I could barely read or write. Getting my high school diploma was a catalyst I needed. Now I have a bachelor's, a master's, and I became a teacher. When I look at all these success stories, I could not help but think it all started by getting my high school diploma.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Well, guys, welcome to the KSAl show. I am super excited because I am here in the studio with the one and only Nick Stewart, who is an attorney here in Baltimore. Been doing his thing, building his empire. What's up, my brother?
What's up? Thank you for having me.
Well, I'm so happy, finally, to get the attorney in the building.
There you go. I love being here. You built something special.
Oh,
So
well,
anything I can do to be around it, it's great.
I love it. Well, listen, Nick, enough about me, all right? No, I'm playing with, but I do appreciate when people recognize some of the things that I do, or, I appreciate that. But we're not talking about me.
Right.
I didn't bring you all the way, because you and we have discussed so many times you coming on the show.
Yeah.
And I finally got you in the building. And you've been to a lot of our functions with our children and our students,
Yes.
and you've showed up for graduations.
Seeing GLA lead the way.
Yes, but we don't know enough about Nick Stewart. So who is Nick Stewart?
So I'm so thankful that you're bringing me on the show to have a conversation. I mean, who I am is I am a son of Baltimore County. I am a son of God's. I grew up in a place that I love in Baltimore County. And now my wife and I are raising our 4 kids in Baltimore County. They are young and they are busy. And my house is never clean. But we love it. And I got to tell you, I just think it's a special place. And I can't imagine anyone leaving here or choosing anywhere else.
Really?
Yeah.
So you have 4 kids.
We got 4. So yeah, they are 10, 8, 6, and 4. Wow. The oldest is a girl, and then the younger 3 are boys. And my girl Charlotte reminds me all the time that they're really challenging boys. I said, I know. She tries to help us with them, but it doesn't always work out.
I love that. So you have 4 children.
That's right.
You've been working in Baltimore County. Well, you are an attorney.
Yes.
So talk to me a little bit about the attorney life.
Oh, sure. So I get to work with companies and small businesses who are trying to create new ideas and new technologies, things that save lives, things that improve life. And so I'm really grateful to work in that environment. And then I also get to work with investors who are trying to invest in them and bring those things to the community and through research and development and through the science and evolution of it. And they are changing the world. So I get to work with people who are changing the world. And I love doing it in so many ways.
So this is like, when you say investors, so are you speaking of like people that are or like building in this county, in the city?
So a little bit, but like think
Okay.
about like angel investors who are trying to invest in a new technology that will help somebody get healthier much more quickly in the hospital.
Oh.
And like, or make it so that the procedure itself is not as difficult and you can recover quickly because
Yes.
of this new development in the science itself. So
I
these
like
are, it's
that.
like venture capital, it's angel investors, and it's people who are then paired together with and investing in companies who are taking that next step.
I like that. Now, does AI have anything to do with that?
Oh, for sure. I work with a company actually right this minute who is using AI to help with addiction recovery. And so giving
Really?
people an ability to, in the moment, if they're having a difficult time, having someone to talk to that understands them. And that is this AI platform. And we're getting more and more comfortable with using this technology to provide us with supports when we need them most.
Now, this is blowing my mind. Now, because what are they called? They're like your sponsors.
Yeah.
So people that need help, like if they have an addiction and they need someone to talk to, like just to get them through
Yeah.
that night or with a bad time, they call their sponsor and they're supposed to, talk with them and talk them off the bridge sometimes, or just be there and be a friend.
Yep.
So we literally gonna have are they called bots?
So this is called, it's basically a chat bot.
Okay,
But
okay.
what people really treat it as is a support in their journey to recovery. And so, yeah, having a sponsor is a big deal.
Yes.
But sometimes you want to just ask a quick question.
Yes.
Or understand, is this right for me?
Yes.
And because this technology understands you and your profile and your inputs, it's able to provide you with tailored advice just for you.
That is awesome.
So it's great. We get to really use technology in a way that's not replacing people,
Yes.
but it's enhancing the systems in place to make life better for more people.
And the reason why I like that, because a lot of people that may have problems, that may have issues, they're ashamed sometimes to reach out to friends or to anyone. They don't really know what to do, and this can replace, or this can be a companion to someone that it can keep their privacy.
That's exactly it. So this is an opportunity for them to enter and put their toes in the water and feel more comfortable with the journey of recovery and admitting that they have challenges and issues and not feeling any judgment and knowing that it's between them.
Wow.
And that they get to continue that journey together. But I also work with female venture capitalists, which is hard in that industry, to be a woman who is leading her own firm. It's called Ekfora Capital. She's focused on Maryland investments, which I love too.
Okay.
And so she partners with universities and she partners with doctors and entrepreneurs to help bring like new sciences, new ways of doing brain surgery, new ways of just really bringing healing to people. And so I get to work with her as well. There are others, but it's just, we live in such an amazing state. And there is so much opportunity for people. So I get to work with the risk takers and the people who believe in other people and want to make those investments.
That's very interesting. Now, something you said, now I'm almost losing my train of thought, but you said something that I wanted to chime in. Yes. You basically, oh my God, I cannot believe it. So I'll go to the next thing.
Okay.
But because there's so much in this, in the AI that, a lot of people don't know about, and we are afraid.
We're afraid.
To just step out there and use it, because really we're just not familiar. But we've been using a lot of that for a long time. I know what I was going to ask you. Now, are they talking about anything about dementia and Alzheimer's?
Yeah.
Because that's something that a lot of people are very afraid that when they get to certain ages, they're unable to, they may have a healthy body, but the mind.
Yeah.
So are they really investing in things like that as well?
They are. I mean, there are major supports, even in the context of AI, to try to provide people with in-home advice and reminders and just being able to structure their life in a way that we weren't able to do that before. So there's a certain amount of trust that you need to build with that technology and to show people that This is not going to just replace jobs. This isn't some scary takeover. This is meant to serve people.
And to help.
And that's when it's done the best.
Yes.
But even there are companies that I'm working with, some of whom are researching around Alzheimer's and coming up with incredible advancements.
Really?
Yeah. So help is on the way.
Help is on the way.
That learning curve is straight up right now because
Yes.
we have the supports of all this technology to get to the next stage much more quickly than we ever did before.
Don't change that channel. We'll be right back.
Mom was always organized, but she started forgetting to pay her bills on time.
And she'd buy the same gifts over and over. Telling the girls about my Alzheimer's diagnosis was really hard.
At first we had our cries, but then we were like, okay, let's make a plan.
Early detection gave us time to adapt together.
It's so important for you to think about what you can do and making the most of what you have.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Welcome back to the KSAl Show. That's so important. And I think that a lot of people are just wondering, is it going to be in my time?
Yes.
Because, you look at we look at our parents and our grandparents, and it seems like so many people are getting that, dementia.
Yeah.
So I'm just, was just asking. I thought
look, the truth is, and my mom battled cancer, and she passed 9 years ago. And her life was cut too short. She was just in her 60s. And I knew at that moment, and we talked as a family, that in just a decade or two, we will look back on the treatments that she received and view them as almost barbaric. Because they're not targeted. They inflicted too much pain and suffering.
Yes.
We are getting to that point now where some of these technologies and immunotherapies and care that we're providing is provided in such a way that it doesn't destroy people like it used to.
Yes.
So we are getting to that point. And there was a story 2 weeks ago about how a team of doctors abroad actually cured a case. This was in mice, but cured a case of pancreatic cancer, one of the most aggressive forms of cancer.
Yes.
Without destroying the mouse. This is huge.
That is huge. My grandmother passed from that, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
I always wonder, you're like, oh my God, I hope it doesn't run in the family.
Yes.
Things like that. So it's very scary. It's very scary. But you being a lawyer, you have knowledge of a lot of things.
I get to see a lot.
Yes.
I do.
Because we did radio a minute ago,
Yeah.
and I didn't even know all of these things. That's why I'm kind of thrown off that you do this as well. Because you also worked in a school system.
I did. That's
You
right.
did a lot of advocacy work. So tell me a little bit about it.
So I think that's really important to me too, is to be able to serve people both inside and outside the profession of law.
Yes.
So I was on the school board as the vice chair of the Baltimore County School Board, which is the 25th largest school district in all of the country. So it's a very big place. A lot of kids that we are serving, 110,000 kids.
Wow.
But I also formed my own advocacy group. It's called We the People, Baltimore County, and it's meant to focus on making our government work for us, making it more transparent and accountable, but also trying to fix this housing crisis that we are in, where life feels too unaffordable and like we are stretched thin and we can't make a go of it. A lot of that is because of housing, because housing costs are too high. In fact, Baltimore County is the worst place to rent in all of the state of Maryland.
Really?
It is the most expensive compared to income in all of the state of Maryland. So we make it too hard in Baltimore County to afford to live here. And so I've been working on that through We the People, Baltimore County. I serve on the southwest area of the county, its community development organization, to try to give back and create new vibrancy in our communities. And then I also served on the Workforce Development Board to help people get skills and find jobs.
Wow, and that's good because we definitely, especially our young people coming out of school, as well as a lot of people that haven't, especially people as well coming out of the prison system. If these people come out and they have no skills, they have no jobs, they are going to eventually reoffend.
Yep. And they look, the opportunity for us is with certainly a younger group, like kids, those in their early 20s. We have a real chance of avoiding problems down the road if they have real hope and real skills and real jobs and careers that they are excited about. And so that's up to us as hopefully advocates. I think it's up to our government to try to help us get to that point where we are serving people well and providing opportunity for everybody. Because there is a lot of hopelessness right now in our county. In fact, I know we didn't mention this earlier, but we have falling incomes for the last 5 years in Baltimore County. This is our moment. This is our opportunity to turn a page and say we're going to do it differently.
Yes, I like that. So we definitely got to do it differently.
There you go.
There's something has to be done because, you know, of course, you know, now that we have the AI system that's out here now, and a lot of people, of course, are scared that they're going to take over, but it's really good if we train a lot of children, especially in our school system, about AI.
Well, like we don't have a task force right now in our schools with our county government to try to understand how AI will change their careers, how it will change the way we should be delivering education. We need to get our arms around that and acknowledge that it's not going anywhere, but we can use it to our advantage. We don't want it to overwhelm us. We don't want it to destroy the very sort of quality of life that makes life worth living. Let's be careful there. But there is a way to empower people with it and meet people more where they are. Instead of them getting lost in a system that they think is too big and that has too many programs for them to really understand, and maybe not many of them work. This is our way to say, you type in a few things about yourself and about what you're looking for, and then there are opportunities that are shared with you that empower you to go out and take advantage of them.
Yes, and I think that is good because if you know how to work it, then you probably, because they said AI is going to make a lot of millionaires as well. So that's a good thing. And I've noticed as well, like, you know, when it comes to trying to write grants and things like that, that was so tedious, AI just
You're exactly right.
does that.
Right. It allows us to do more of the things that we like that are valuable to do. So, and one of the things it can do in government, for example, is it doesn't replace people, but allows them to do their jobs faster. So we get more done. We know things take too long in government. We know sometimes we're waiting for 8 months, a year for these approvals when it should take a couple of weeks, maybe. This is a way to just speed it up.
Speed it up.
And do more with the people that we have. And also make their lives, public sector employees' lives, better because they feel like they can get more done too for other people. It's a big reason why they come and work in government. They want to serve their community.
That's right. You're watching the KSAl show. We'll be right back.
There I was, 16, divorced, remarried with a baby, another on the way, and I could barely read or write. Getting my high school diploma was a catalyst I needed. Now I have a bachelor's, a master's, and I became a teacher. When I look at all these success stories, I could not help but think it all started by getting my high school diploma.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Welcome back to the KSAl show. And I love being able to do things faster. I love, you know, because a lot of things you wouldn't do if it was so tedious. Especially me talking about grants. That was just something that people would say, oh, it takes months, or people getting their 501c3s and their LLCs, things like that, it usually was a process to get, especially the 501c3s.
And confusing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So AI is really replacing a lot of things. I was told they had the first AI artists.
Yeah.
Right. They got paid a lot of money.
That's right.
Really. So it's just really, you just got to learn it. And maybe if we can get it in the school system and get a lot of kids to actually get them trained in this field, it would be really awesome.
Just acknowledge that this is coming. But
Yes.
there's more that's to come too. There's something called quantum computing, which is the next generation of technology for computers, which allows us to do way more in real time. Like, for example, we could make our traffic system in this region way better if we used quantum computing to adjust in real time for accidents and backups and to change signals so that they redirect people in the right place to go.
Wow. So if there's an accident,
Right.
it'll just redirect you to go another direction.
Yeah.
Wow.
Without having input from a human. It will acknowledge that the traffic has slowed, it will see those patterns and be able to find the fastest route for people right there and switch things up.
Wow. So this is great. So AI is doing a lot of great things.
Yeah, there's some good.
And I'm really glad that you came on this show, because I know there's a lot of things you've been thinking about and also doing to make our community a little better.
Yeah.
And you have that heart and that passion for kids, being that you worked in the school, on the school board and things like that. So tell us, where does Nick go from here, and what would you like to see?
So I want to see a county in Baltimore County that is more affordable, it is more inclusive, and it is more modern. We, as we just talked about, we are one of the most unaffordable places to live in the state of Maryland because homes are not available or they're too expensive to rent or to buy. So that's a big part of the equation. But it also means trying to afford your childcare or trying to afford your energy and utilities to keep going up. So demanding a rate freeze from BG&E and saying this is not acceptable to us. Trying to create good paying jobs. All of this fits into that picture of affordability. We talk about inclusion. We are one of the most, we are the worst place, in fact, in the state of Maryland when it comes to racial profiling for our police force. That's a problem.
That is.
And so trying to work on not just that, but on issues around immigration. Immigrant communities feel attacked.
Yes.
They are not sending their kids to school. Those kids aren't getting the meals that they otherwise should get at school and the services that should be available to them.
Yes.
So, and also just trying to make it more modern. We still operate like a town where you have to know the right person before you can get something done. We've got to change that. It's got to be about who you are, about the merit of what you're trying to do, and less about who it is that you know. And if we do all those things together, then we can take on these challenges that we're facing, like a housing crisis, like the fact that we cut teacher contracts and that they're leaving us now, or like the fact that we have this ingrained systemic bias and racism in Baltimore County that we have got to address if we're going to be a place that lives up to our fullest potential. We have a hard time acknowledging that as a county. We don't say those words enough as a county, but you know it's real.
Yes.
You know it's in our housing and the way we point people to certain opportunities or develop certain areas and not other areas. It's in our schools and which schools we invest in and which seats we create. It's in our transit and the kind of opportunities we don't allow because we don't want them to be able to have access to us. That's not who we are as a county. I think we are a place, we are one county, first and foremost. And I think we ought to acknowledge this shared belief that we have that there is dignity in every person in Baltimore County.
Yes.
And that we each have a responsibility to try to make it better, to make a difference and advance a greater good. That's on us. I think that's our call from our Creator, and I think that's an obligation that we share to one another.
Yes. I love this, Nick. So if we needed to support you, because I know you have this organization.
Yes.
And it's called
We the People,
We
Baltimore
the People,
County.
Baltimore County.
Yep.
If we wanted to support you in your endeavors,
Yes.
how can we support you?
So thank you for asking. So the way is to go online, find us at wethepeoplebaltco.com. we're working on a lot of these ideas at the very moment. If you Google me and Baltimore County, Nick Stewart, Baltimore County, you'll find that we are on Instagram, we are on TikTok, we are on Facebook, we're on all of it. And then we started to put together a lot of ideas from more than 500 individual conversations we have had with people in our county, moms and dads, community leaders, and we're trying to put them all in one place. And that's Nick for BaltimoreCounty.com, starting to put all those ideas together and to share them with people, and so that they can react to them too. And see that there is a way to move forward as one county based off of the things that we talked about here.
And that's good. And we'll be glad to support you and follow you because you're building your empire. I know you have a heart for children, you have a heart for people, and that's why I had to get you out here.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yes.
On children in particular, now, this is a county, and I like to share these numbers because I try to wake people up to where things are in our county. But I said we are one of the largest systems in the country, but we have 74%, over 80,000 kids who are living in poverty in Baltimore County. And these are our kids in our school system. We have 25%, 1 out of 4 high schoolers living in poverty have attempted suicide.
Wow.
So this is on us. We have a moment now to try to address it, but we have got to do it now. Otherwise, these problems become even harder to solve. People will keep leaving. People are leaving this county instead of coming for the first time in 100 years. That's what's happening right this minute. So it's up to us to try to change it. And I think that starts with pulling together as one county, sharing these ideas, and acknowledging that we need better tools to be able to solve these problems. It's not about hoping that we have saviors in county government. It's about making sure that they give us the tools as community members to solve our own problems.
Yes.
That's what we need to do. And we need to be seen and recognized and heard, and that takes each of us to do it. So if you are thinking about it, if you are on your couch, if you're watching this or listening to it in the car, know that you are wanted. Know that we need you in order to take a moment of crisis. We are in a crisis.
Yes, we are.
To take that and turn it into a movement for change, we need you. I need you. And I know KSAl needs you.
Yes.
And so this is our moment. I think we can do it together.
We can do it together. So since you said that, are you familiar with the KSAl pound?
I'm learning.
We're going to do it together,
All
Nick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So let's rub those hands together.
Okay.
Yes, because we're going to do it together. We're going to make sure we care and we get those resources. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So rub them hands. Where's your swag? Where's the swag?
I'm trying.
I love it. I love it. Wind it up.
Wind it up.
Okay, there we go. Bring it in.
Bring it in.
Now, Matrix. One more time, Nick. Hey, y'all, it's your girl, KSAl.
And Nick Stewart.
And we are out.
If you love them enough to do this, surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Thanks for tuning in to the KSAl show. We had an amazing show. I loved it. So guys, until we meet again, God bless.